Hey guys, Jeff here at Yakety Mac. Thank you so much for watching. So before we get into today's video, I just want to give a shout out to my dad who's going through some cancer treatment. Dad, I know you're watching. Stay strong, stay at it. Let's get back on the water as quickly as possible. Fish are going to start biting here pretty soon. So guys, today what I'm doing is that I am scouting a lake that I'm actually very familiar with, but I want to see what it's looking like. I've got a tournament here in a couple of weeks, 2 weeks exactly. And I just want to see if the vegetation is starting to come in or the lily pads starting to come in. Prior to and during the spawn, this area really heats up. February 15th is the tournament. I'm not so sure if it's going to be a real productive lake yet or not. So I'm just kind of checking it out and going to do a little fishing and share a couple of fun things I got in store for you guys. Just want to share this day on the water with you all. I hope you'll join me and follow along. Let's go get them. So guys, while we're making our way out to the main lake, I want to take this moment to tell you, get into a neighborhood Walmart. Right now they have a lot of things clearanced prior to new merchandise arriving for the spring. Maybe things they're not going to carry anymore. I was able to pick up these Plano 3,700 boxes. These are waterproof boxes, originally $13. I was able to pick them up for $5 each. I bought every one of them that they had, which was 9. But they're really nice boxes and they're waterproof, which is pretty cool. So for $5 each, and then I found another Walmart that was sold out of them because some other joker like me probably went in and bought them all up, where they were $3.50. And so this is a good time of year to get in there as they're starting to make room for new product and clearancing out other things. Be sure to check them out. This is also about the time of year that I bought my my crate that I've got in the back here that is now branded as Railblazer. That's like $90. And I think I got it for $30, maybe. So get into your Walmart and check it out. See what kind of deals you can find. Well, hey, little buddy. Well, hey there. Look at that little otter. Whoop. Earlier this morning, the water was very still. Starting to get some current now. Tide is starting to work its way in. Little bit of a breeze. There was no breeze this morning. So we'll see if the moving water helps us out or not. I did throw a little bit of a shallow diving crankbait for a few minutes before switching back to the jig. I may try throwing a chatterbait here in just a moment. All right, well, looky there. Wow. So my first fish of 2025. Boy, I hope I sure hope this is not a trend. Little fella, caught him on a weightless fluke. That was fun. Not really. I didn't even hardly know he was there. But what is fun is I'll show you guys. Now I can show you. Daggone it. Oh well, it's a fish, right? So now I will show you. I've been looking forward to using this. Okay guys, just for some fun, I bought this little thing right here from Rapala. It's from Bass Pro Shop. Yeah, it's Rapala. And it's a counter. And so one of the things that I'm going to do this year, 2025, is every time I catch a bass, and you can see here, it's all zeros right now, but I just caught my first one. Boy, and what a fish he was, huh? And so I am going to hit the button. And so each time I catch a fish now, I'm going to keep track of it, and we'll see where I end up at the end of the season, end of the year. We don't really have much of seasons here, and so I will say. So what do you guess, guys? Those of you who have watched me, and please don't hurt my feelings. So, if I had to guess, I'm going to guess somewhere around 60. I sure hope it's more than that. You know, our tournaments, and we've got 10 tournaments in a year, which I've already skunked in the first one, is a 5-fish limit. So, you know, I sure hope it's a higher number than that, but I don't know. I've never kept track before. So I'm going to do it now and see where I end up at the end of this year. I can't remember the last time I caught a fish that small. That was a bass anyway. I think I've caught some bluegill that were bigger than that. But hey, fish number 1. All right. Got him. All right, guys, so the weightless fluke comes through for me again. This time, much better size. Let's see exactly how big he is. Get a pic of him, measure him. Come on now, buddy. Come on. Close that mouth for me real quick. Come on now. All right, guys, there we go. 13 1/4 weightless fluke. Got him on the outside edge of a brush pile. Was probably about halfway back to the boat before he hit it. Sweet. So sweet. And now, here we go. All right. 2. Oh, got it. I got it. Come here. Come here, babe. No, 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 no. Stay out of there. Oh my goodness. Holy smokes. Wow, guys. That is the biggest fish I have caught in a long time, bass. I'm not going to get a picture of him or anything. I'm just going to put him here on the board and see what he would go. He's 21 inches, guys. 21-inch bass on a weightless fluke. Wow, that is a beautiful, beautiful fish. Get back in there, buddy. Get back in there. Wow, I hate that. Because now I might not, I could come right back to the same spot. He's not going to fall for that trick again. Not for a minute anyway. But wow, what a beautiful fish. And this color fluke, I switched up. I was kind of a green and pearl. And I went with this speckled red and white fluke, same size. But I could see this one better in the water. I saw him come up and hit it. In fact, I could tell it was a really good sized fish, and I didn't even think it was a bass. I thought it was going to be something else, just because I was like, holy crap, that's a big boy. And I just saw him come up and nail it. That is exciting. 21-inch bass on a weightless fluke. Wow. Man, I think I might just be done. I don't want to get them all used to seeing this thing. I know that's kind of silly, as if no one else is going to come behind me and fish this area in the course of 2 weeks, but still, that was phenomenal. And I saw some submerged logs as well as some stuff sticking up. And so I threw kind of up in between it and had it again about halfway back to the boat when I saw him flash up and nailed that. What a fish. Man, what a... Oh, I can't forget. Don't let me forget, guys. Where am I at here? We're going to go from 2 to 3. I might have to revise that end of year count. I'm kidding. I hope not. I hope I'm not. So, you know, guys, as I start off 2025, we're February the 2nd. I think back, 1 year ago to 2024. I had maybe, I don't know, caught 4 or 5 fish on a Texas rig worm for the first time ever. Up to that point, the only thing I knew and ever caught fish on was topwater, treble hook type stuff, whether it be a popper, whopper plopper, or a walking bait. Walking baits had become my favorite. And so when I think back a year ago to now and the different baits that I have confidence in and why I've kind of rigged my boat up the way that I have now to accommodate more, I could just as easily throw a jig. And in fact, I hardly touch topwater anymore. And I know I'm going to need to here in about a month during the spring, when they're aggressive and it's a great bait to use. But things like a fluke, things like a jig, the Texas rig worm, the chatter bait, I really have a lot of things that I consider confidence baits now that I never would have thrown even just a year ago. And so that makes me feel good. It really does, That's why I was so disappointed in the last tournament, because I'm like, I went in riding high confidence-wise, and then to blank the way that I did was, the higher you go, the further you fall, right? And so my confidence was pretty high, and it took a big hit after that day. But, today is a little bit of different story. Even if I hadn't have caught that big girl right there, I still would have felt a little better having caught 2 on a fluke, at least not skunking for the second time out in a row. So it definitely feels good compared to a year ago. And I know I still have a long way to go, but it does feel nice. Got him. All right. Here we go. I don't know if he would be 12 inches or not. All right, y'all, so I think I'm going to end it on that note right there. 4 fish, 4 bass. Those are the only ones I'm counting on my counter. I'm not counting the pickerel or any other type of fish that I catch this season, just bass, because that's what I'm targeting. Sure do appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me today. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up, that like button. And then if you're not a subscriber, man, I'd love to have you subscribe. That would be really cool. And then leave me a comment, guys. Anything will do. Leave me a comment. And then if you are so inclined, share this video. Hopefully the weather continues on up until tournament time. We got a warming trend all this week, going to be near 80 on Friday. And so let's hope that we don't take a nosedive the following week before the tournament. That might send some shocks through the fish. So I at least hope, if nothing else, that we stay steady. Appreciate you taking your time, guys. Thank you very much. And hey, look, no matter what you've got going on, I hope you'll always take some time to get outside and play.